Their 10-for-1 stock split went official yesterday. Charles Payne with me. You've seen him on here before, right? Okay. The Nvidia stock split, you call it a form of manipulation?
Sure. All of these stock splits are a form of manipulation. I'm going to pull a Karl Rove here. Okay, let's see if we can get the camera on this thing.
Go.
So what's high? What's more expensive, 940 or 94? Well, you know, if you talk to someone, anyone's going to say, well, 94 is less than 194. If it's 10 times, if 940 times 10, 94 times 100, it's the same. So that's pre-stock split.
Right.
If people waited for the stock split for the stock to get cheap and affordable, they paid 121.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Okay.
Yeah,
the bottom line is Wall Street understands this. I can tell you my whole life as an adult being involved in the stock market, anytime a high-profile name is going to split, a lot of non-investors know about it. They hear about it, particularly now with social media. And they always say, hey, should I buy XYZ? Should I get Apple after the split? Yep. Wall Street knows they're going to buy it after the split. They see this 121. These are the suckers. Why pay 29% more after the split than you could have bought the day they announced the split?
Fair question.
Wall Street is manipulating people. It's a deliberate manipulation of the American public.
Well, let's get into this spat. Elon Musk vowing to ban Apple devices from his companies if Apple integrates OpenAI into the operating system. Musk calls this an unacceptable security violation. What do you make of that?
You know what? Tim Cook is a hypocrite. I'm going to just put it out there. And he boxed himself into a corner. He took the quote-unquote high road, and so this is 2018. Apple CEO Tim Cook, privacy to us is a human right. It's a civil liberty. And this was an interview on MSNBC, right? And then in Apple, this is another one. This is from 2021. Apple CEO calls out rival tech companies ahead of privacy update. You know, listen, I don't think anybody wants to give away our information. Some are loosey-goosey with it more than others. But if Tim Cook goes through with this OpenAI arrangement, he is actually being a hypocrite against his own words. But I think he boxed himself into a corner because he cannot compete. Apple's been caught flat-footed with this AI craze. Right. By the way, instead of calling it artificial intelligence, they want to call it Apple intelligence. They want to brand that, but no branding at all will help the fact that they've been sideswiped.
Do you think he'll have to back away? Do you think he'll have to reverse his decision?
I think he'll have to go the extra mile and make sure, put in safeguards for people to make sure. But it's really a damn shame that Apple, a company that spends $1 billion a day buying back its own stock, was caught flat-footed in this AI race. It's an embarrassment. Okay.
Another one for you. Vice President Kamala Harris says she and Biden need a second term to fix the housing crisis. You've had a lot to say about housing, haven't you?
I also government interference. And the best example of this, the best cautionary tale for this, let's go back to President Obama. March 30th, 2010, President Obama signs historic health care and education legislation. And within that, they will free up nearly $68 billion for college affordability and deficit reduction. President Obama proudly says, we've pushed out the middleman, those greedy bankers, and tuition will never go up, and yada, 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 yada. Back then, by the way, full of private nonprofit, right? The private on campus was about 40 grand. Right now, it's 60 grand. It's gone up much higher. We don't want the government. Kamala Harris knows zero about the housing market. Zero. She knows nothing about the housing market. Sure. President Biden knows nothing about the housing market. And I really believe most of those folks who are surrounding them in their economic circles know nothing about the housing market. They're economists, they're theoretical economists who believe in something that has nothing to do with economy. It's more an ideology based on progressivism, not capitalism. And we should be very careful when someone like Kamala Harris claims that she can fix the housing market. If that's why you would vote for her, you're making a huge mistake.
Got it. Charles Payne, you're all right.
All right.
Flying high. Good stuff.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.